This is Justin Case from American Newscape, joining our friend and media personality Jerry Maldonado back for another installment of American Mentoring. Hello, Jerry. Welcome back to American Newscape.
There's that boom again, man.
There's that
Woo!
boom.
I love that.
Yeah,
Happy Monday. Happy spring. Happy spring, man.
it is spring, and
Mm.
we're starting to count down to when the real heat sets in. So,
Oh
uh,
yeah, for you, yeah. But my palms are digging it.
okay,
They're going to town. They're going to town. They're going to town, man. How are you?
okay. Well, we're good out here now, Jerry. Today, boundaries: the good, the bad, and the ugly. So, Jerry, what's
God,
happening? Dig in.
boundaries. Boundaries are awesome. It's when I finally. And we had a great talk about that, you and I, beforehand. I love it. I love the fact that when I let go of the boundaries in my life, the limitations of my thinking, this is more of an inside thing for me. The boundaries to me are my inside thoughts, whereas people have the outside boundaries and they encroach and blah, blah, blah. When I let down my guard to allow in what I truly wanted as a mental factor, because I was the hardest working guy out there, man. And you know me
Hmm.
for a couple of decades now almost. And you can't just work hard. You got to believe hard too. You got to let down the boundaries that a lot of us it let us encroach our minds, and it's deviating. It's not healthy.
Well, you're right. And there's lots of aspects of those boundaries. But if we put up boundaries that can get in our way of getting where we need to go,
Mm. No, you're right. Yeah, people call it wisdom per se and knowledge and issues like that. But to me, when I started following my thoughts on feeling about it, if it feels right, then do it. Virtually everything kind of came together. I'm sorry, not kind of, but did come together in the most beautiful way. It's when people get into that feeling state about what they're trying to do and they keep doing it on a daily basis. If it feels right, keep doing it. If it feels good, keep doing it. Uh, there's no bounds. There's no boundaries in life because you're just following what you feel. And when I change that perspective, which is a big part, changing your perspective, you literally change your destiny.
well, you're right. It's when I think about if we put up those boundaries, have we put ourselves in a box we can't get out of? And
Hmm.
that's the type of boundary we really need to address. But there's other types of boundaries that we need to actually keep in place.
The boundaries, a lot of boundaries are created by pain. You can attest to that. And people have done things to you and to me and whatever it is, and you put up these boundaries of trust. But the thing is, when you start believing in yourself and you start following what you feel and building more confidence in yourself, and basically my thought and what I've experienced by doing that is I'm attracting the right people and the right circumstances in my life. It's a thought process. It's a change of objective in your life and a change of perspective in your thought process.
Yeah, and you give me pause to ponder. As we grow up, we trust everything, and then as we start to take our lumps and bruises, it's very difficult for us to trust. And then as we start to get a little longer in the tooth and develop some skills, behavioral skills, we can slowly begin to trust again. So for those out there that are having trouble trusting, they can actually develop those trust skills and still keep a few boundaries in place to keep them and their family safe. So,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, a lot of experiences with that, where I virtually walked away from situations that not that I didn't trust, I just didn't feel right. And every time I tried to do it, it wouldn't come out right. So if you listen to your heart and kind of the trusting factor is a hard thing for people. I get it. But if you go by what you feel, and this is my own humble opinion, what has helped me in building what I'm building and do it on a daily basis, is not necessarily to trust, but just how you feel about what you're doing or who you're with or what's going on. Nothing should be a chore. Everything, when I realized when my best came out as I was flowing, what I love to do and what I love to be, all that stuff was kind of pushed by the wayside. And my opinion on that is, if it feels right, damn it, keep doing it. Just keep following through, and just it's going to lead you to where you want to go. That trusting part is building confidence in yourself. And when you build confidence in yourself, you're going to start attracting better situations with that. That's why success is always an inside job. Always an inside job.
I like that, Jerry. And it's we're quick to spout, or I'm quick to spout out wisdom. Wisdom, but it's not as much wisdom as it's an evolution of a thought pattern.
Love it. Love it. Love that phrase, man. An evolution of self. And it's we're always evolving. People got to realize we're not the Dead Sea, man. We're not going to stay stagnant all our lives. We got to keep flowing. And when you realize you're always evolving, that means you're always thinking, therefore you're always creating. And this is the beauty about life. You can keep doing that. And we actually must keep doing that. China tried doing that by building a wall. For 1,000 years, nobody knew about them. But they realized it couldn't grow that way. You can't evolve unless you let go of what has happened to you so you can make it happen for you.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So, you
It's a
know,
powerful perspective. It's a hard choice for people, and you know it. I know it. We've been there. We've done that. We've had it all taken away from us in many many ways. But at the same time, it's that inside job. It's us as a whole that we realize we still have it. We do. We could still go out and get it. We could still go out and achieve it. We could still go out and believe who we are. But we have to let down and let go of that past that has hurt us so much.
well, and with you know, with you always telling us, we attract what we put out there. Um, it's those boundaries of our behavior. So, I think we have to monitor our behavior in lots of instances to make sure that we're not bringing toxicity back to us. So the
Not bringing out that old self. Yeah, not bringing out that old self. I would love to, if I could go back. I don't want to go back because that's who I was.
right.
I just want to be who I am. I just want to be who I am now. You saw me evolve from where I was to where I am now, and I saw you evolve to where you were to who you are now. It's a great feeling of self. And every day I put pen to paper on where else I want to go and what I want to adapt and be and become, because we're always learning, we're always evolving. And if people realize life is a process, every second of every day, every moment of thought and feeling, you're creating from that moment. In essence, it should inspire you, because when you change your thought, you change your life. You change your life, you change your destiny. And if you keep living by that mindset, that inside job is going to turn the tables. And it turned the tables for me in so many ways, because it's not just believing in yourself, but just being yourself for the first time. And it's awesome.
Well, yeah, you need to learn to be proud of yourself. You need to be,
Mm.
no matter where you are, embrace it.
Oh
No
yeah.
matter
Oh
where
yeah.
you are, embrace it.
E- Embrace it with every fiber that you have. And when you get to that passionate point about being passionate about life, is when life will be passionate about you. It's that karmic wheel that comes back to you in the most beautiful ways. And people are already doing it. A lot of us, and I've done it. I've had awards on failure, and I'm proud to say about it. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't, man. You gotta. Yes, I failed at this and taken that repo, bankruptcy, the whole 9 yards. I've been there, done that, indeed. And I didn't lose my trust in life, which is most important. Don't lose your trust in life, because life will give you all that you want, all that you seek, all that you believe, if you just keep pushing forward.
Well, and when people have that passion, they are the most attractive people that we encounter.
Thank you. Boom. You're a magnet, man. Just like that. Instant magnet.
Well,
You really get to that. I love that. I love that line. You bring it. You're absolutely right. We're all magnets, and we're a reflection of what we give out. So why not give out something better, or try to? And because we're always evolving on a constant basis, just little by little. What was that? A mathematician came out, and I'll mention this today on my show after this. If we change 1%, 1% a day, He came up after 365 days that we would have increased our potential by 37%.
Yeah.
It may sound a little at first, but compound it, just like compound interest in a bank account. It's the same thing. Your life's the same way. The daily, a second, a minute process of thinking, evolving, being, and doing.
Well, and that's where, Jerry, you and your journaling are important. Will be very important for a lot of people, so they can
Yeah.
aspire to those goals, whether that's self fulfillment, becoming more passionate in life, recognizing the good. They can actually see
Mm-hmm.
that over a course of time. They can actually see that and see how it benefits them.
Well, you're right. You're absolutely right. When I was in high school, man, I was an auto mechanic. Picture that, right? I was training to be an auto mechanic. We had to take apart engines and put them back together, recondition them, and it's an arduous process that takes forever to do. Journaling is just you reconditioning what you're thinking, affirming that, writing down your passion, your goals. And to me, it reconditioned my thought process, therefore my behavior, therefore my character, therefore my destiny. And it really changed a lot. It's not just some, ink to, pen to paper kind of writing what you want in life. No, it's writing who you want to become, affirming it, believing it, and practicing it every single day. Therefore, the engine's going to run great.
But Jerry, to be fair, you were gifted with character. I always saw it in you, and I think
Mhm.
you began to recognize it in yourself. Uh,
Thank you. Thank you. That's where you bring up a great point. It's journaling. It's bringing out the person that you've always wanted to be. It's your own shrink that you're giving out every day, and then who you're talking to. You're talking to yourself. You're the creator of your life. So why not talk to yourself, man? Just be it. Talk about it, write about it, believe in it, start dreaming about what you want to become, and do it on a constant basis because you got to recondition what we've always been conditioned not to do. And this
what?
is what life has put us down, therefore set up the so-called boundaries, as you mentioned with that. You got to trust to be successful. You got to trust to have everything in life. You got to trust yourself to become in life. And when you limit those boundaries from all that has happened to you, you're just limiting yourself.
Right. Well, and you giving me permission to talk to myself, I didn't need that because I enjoy the fascination that comes out of my mouth. People may find that hard to
I love it.
believe.
The repercussions of this man. I
Yes.
absolutely love it. Oh,
Yeah.
my neighbors are knocking on my walls. They're like, "Shut up! Stop it! Be quiet!" I'm like, "Okay, yeah, okay, meatball, whatever you say. I got it. I got it. I got it." Hey,
You know.
you are your own best friend. I'm sorry. It's just who I've become, and I've had a blast doing it. Yeah, I don't talk to trees though. That's kind of out of my league. They'll come pick me up and take me away. You'll never see me again. That's
Well,
all that matters.
you remember, I talk to the trees, but they don't listen to me. So what's the point?
Yeah.
What What is the
Well, I
point?
talk to my palms. Yeah. I got to admit, they're growing like crazy because I'm happy. I guess it's the energy. There you go. You're putting out a better energy, which is a great point as well. Energy is the core focus of who we are. We are built up of a massive energy, and you have a choice of directing it or plugging it in where you want to go. Your choice in life, your passions, whatever it might be. And if you keep plugging into the right frequency, as Tesla said, you're going to connect to the right destiny.
Oh my gosh, Tesla rears his head once again. Uh,
Indeed.
okay,
Indeed.
okay, Jerry. I've enjoyed this conversation, and it's certainly been food for thought for me, and I hope for others. Do you want to leave us with a few final points or thoughts?
It all starts with you, meaning whoever's watching this, it all starts with your own desires and dreams in life. When you believe you can, you will. If you start understanding who you are, you'll become that. And it took me a long time to figure out who I was. And when I finally did, after getting through the morass of so called failures and boundaries and setbacks, was when I started to allow what I really wanted in my life. And we all deserve that. We all deserve a better life. We all deserve a better feeling. We all deserve a better way of being. It's from that better way of being that you bring more better things in your life, guys.
Hey, Jerry. I appreciate it. And everybody, this has been Justin Case and Jerry Maldonado bringing you American Mentoring. Thanks for joining us. Remember, additional information and links are provided in this video is read more. And I encourage everybody, if you haven't caught Jerry's YouTube channel, I mean, you can see his Facebook reels on his YouTube channel if you have a disdain or lack of use for Facebook, so you can still pick that up.
I'm
Check it
everywhere.
check it out.
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm like I'm like a fungus, man. I'm like all over the place, man. I just keep growing.
Today's the day to subscribe to this channel. Please learn more about Jerry Maldonado.